you or anybody that you know would like to support the platform, you can do that by way of the three links listed underneath the video in the video description below. Thank you. People were erased and several others were injured in a mass incident at the campgrounds near Washington Gorge Amphitheater during an electronic dance music festival Saturday night. Three people were wounded, including the shooter, who was later taken into custody. The report of the shooting came in about 8:25 p.m. at the campground near the town of George. The suspect shooter walked away from the shooting scene before officers tackled him down. The suspect shot randomly into the crowd as he fled and was eventually taken into custody. During the law enforcement response, an officer involved shooting incident occurred. And also stated by the sheriff's office, the incident will be investigated by the North Central Washington Special Investigation Unit. The Gorge Amphitheater was hosted a 2-day music festival called Beyond Wonderland at the time, and the campgrounds were located several hundred yards from the venue. Authorities have not posted details on the suspects, victim, the weapon, or the motive used. The Beyond Wonderland Festival continued on Saturday night despite the shooting, but put out a statement stating to avoid parts of the campground. Quote, please avoid the Gorge Gate H campground area as it is closed due to an incident that is being handled by the local authorities. There is no current danger to the festival goers or the campgrounds, the festival stated in a tweet on Saturday. On Sunday morning, the festival announced that the cancellation of the day's performances. Quote, due to the incident that took place in the overflow camping area last night, we regret to inform you that day two of the Beyond Wonderland at the Gorge has been canceled. We would like to express our sincere appreciation to the local authorities and staff who acted quickly to manage the situation. Our heartfelt thoughts and condolences goes out to the family, friends, and all those affected by the tragic event. Now, when I went to the Facebook page and it was specifically dealing with this post, they gave, timeline updates, and you saw people saying following and sending prayers and all of these things. It was amazing to me the amount of Caucasian people that were there. And it was also amazing how no one was specifically stating how outraged they were. Nobody was trying to blame the left or the right, meaning Democrat or Republican. It's amazing when everybody knows more than likely who the shooting suspect is and what it is that they look like, how calm people seem to act. And it's amazing how people aren't talking about, yeah, I'm going to share this story everywhere to let people know and yada, yada, yada. And it's also amazing how it seems as though this is not a story that's being posted everywhere or being talked about everywhere, right? But lo and behold, if it was somebody different who committed this act, somebody of, let's say, a different religion, let's say somebody also of a different ethnicity, either one of the two or maybe both at the same time, this story would have seen the light of day more times than the sun shines, given morning, noon, in the evening. And again, I just find it very much amazing. Nobody's talking about, oh, we got to, talk about these gun rights. We got to talk about these gun legislations. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about that. You don't have anybody trying to state that, oh, I had somebody in my family that went through this. We must, none of that stuff was happening. Everybody is pretty much cool, calm, collected, even though this is a mass incident that took place. But again, due to the fact that the person who did it more than likely, right? And again, I'm guessing because on the Facebook page they stated that, hey, we're going to release the victims, the names of the victims, both the deceased and the wounded, and we're also going to list the name of the shooter in the coming days. because they're still trying to get into contact with some of the families who they weren't able to get in contact with. So they had to make a repost directly on their Facebook to notify anybody that, hey, if you know anybody that was actually there that, you know, did not make it home, or, different things of that nature, please contact us. So, you know, that type of deal. Like I said, it's amazing to me. It's pretty interesting how this takes place and how this happens. It's amazing how nobody wants to bring up stats on violent crimes, or nobody wants to talk about what the FBI has stated. Nobody wants to bring up any other types of statistics dealing with America and ethnicities. It's pretty much cool, calm, and collected. People just, I pray for you guys. I wish this, I wish that. Love to everybody and to their families involved. Again, it's amazing how people can act. It's very amazing. Very amazing. But it also shows the fact that when certain things happen to certain communities, they want it to, in a sense, be hush hush. They want it to be more so in home, in house. They want it to be more so community versus the media, right? Really pushing it, really propelling it to other places, really shining a negative spotlight directly on it. This is why I tell people you got to be very careful whenever it is that you happen to go out, whenever it is that you happen to travel, you want to go to any events, you want to go to the mall, you want to go anywhere. You better keep your head on a swivel. Very mindful of who it is and what it is that is specifically around you, because again, you have a lot of individuals out here that do not mean you well.